Hello, everybody.
It's Haley.
And Grant.
And today we're going to be doing a video together. We're actually going to be doing a couple videos together. And you will see all of these videos released this week. So we're going to be doing these videos, well, this video today, in a soft spoken with some whispers also sprinkled
I'm still
in.
practicing the soft spoken, so I really hope everybody just enjoys my soft spoken, but gives me a break.
Yeah, it's all about just being soothing. But today we're going to be telling the story of how we met. So
It's my favorite story.
we've known each other for over 4 years now, but we've only been dating for a little over 3.5. It's our 4-year anniversary in September. So I also apologize for the chill setup. We've been trying to do a lot of the videos in the proper funky setup. But this weekend my family is all home, so you might be able to hear them, and therefore it will be a more laid back video. This entire week will be more laid back, but I hope that they're still relaxing.
But we also know that a lot of people do like the lo-fi type videos.
Yeah, just the more chill. We're just hanging out.
So we really do want to hear any feedback you guys have for us. So if people prefer the lo-fi, please let us know, and we can always mix those in, or maybe even go back to doing that if more people prefer them.
Yeah, just let us know what you like. We're here to serve you.
Wow.
And whatever you like, that's what we'll do. So let's start off. Grant and I met online. We'll get
Tinder.
On Tinder, and that's not a joke. That is actually how we met.
And that's the end of the story. So thank you all for watching.
Yeah, basically. So it was the beginning of 2016 when I first saw Grant, and I knew who he was before he knew who I was. I was casting for a film that we were doing in my final year of university, and we needed a male model. And he, of course, if you've seen the 50 Facts About Grant video, you know he was a male model. So
This is where we're going to throw some more B-roll of me modeling.
sure. But I found Grant, and he was one of two male models that we were interested in casting. And I actually reached out to his agent, and I have the emails still as proof. And he had mentioned, Grant is really interested in acting, but we thought he was too good looking.
Which, to this day, I still feel is like a line.
For the part. So we ended up hiring the other guy, but I knew who you were. And then we flash forward to the very end of 2016, almost a whole year later, and me and my friend decided to download Tinder because we were really bored in class, and we sort of were kind of trolling, not really, but sort of. We were just bored, so we just wanted to talk to people, and so we swiped yes on every single person. Swipe,
So special.
swipe. So we had people to talk to. I wasn't using it for dating, although I will not lie, I've been on my fair share of Tinder dates.
That's what I want to hear.
Me and Grant are both very awkward and antisocial, so it's not like we would slide into somebody's life at the club or something like.
They even say the line, slide into someone's life at the club. Just shows it.
Basically. So, anyways, me and my friend had our fun. And then the next day, I logged on to Tinder just to kind of, I honestly probably deleted. And Grant had just matched, like he had swiped on me, I guess, just then. And I saw that we were matched. And I thought he was cute. And I recognized him, but I couldn't put two and two together yet. So, he said hi. And then I thought it would be really funny, since his name is Grant, to drop some sort of Jurassic Park line because of Dr. Grant. And I thought my lines were so hilarious that I screenshotted them, and I still to this day had them saved because I thought they were so funny. So if this video can get a lot of likes, I don't know, maybe I'll post the screenshots on our Instagram. We started an Instagram, and it is linked below. Now you can tell your half of the story if you'd like, and then we'll get into the details.
Well, my story with Haley really does start about the same at the end of 2016. We matched. I said hello. She said that Dr. Grant line. And the second that I saw the Dr. Grant line, I knew this was going to be the one I wanted to marry. Really, like, it's you really have to see the line. It's a good line, but
it's a great line.
I don't know. She just came across as different. She just seemed so genuine and really, truly beautiful. Like, kind of like if I described my dream girl, she's kind of all that and more. So I really fell for her very quickly. And yeah, as soon as she said her first line to me, I said, this is the one. And so we were chatting, and we kept trying to hang out, kept trying to meet and date, even to the point of she would be telling me,
I was gonna say he kept asking me out, but I was really insecure at the time because I had really bad cystic acne, and I've spoken about it in a video before. And so I kept coming up with really stupid excuses as to why I could not go out on a date with him because I was really insecure. That's why.
Which is ridiculous because I've seen her at her worst with acne, and she's still beautiful. But I kept trying to meet up with her, and she, for whatever her reasons were, didn't want to. And we decided, okay, then we're gonna be friends. We still love talking to each other. We could talk to each other on the phone for hours. And so we became very good friends, actually just best friends.
And the thought that I was actually his wing girl.
Yeah, you tried setting me up with one girl at some point.
It makes me feel sick now.
So then midway through 2017, I actually got a contract to go work for modeling in Singapore, which is again a thing you would know from my 50 facts. So she told me that she was ready for a boyfriend, which was unfortunate then that I was in Singapore. And I told her, look, if you want me as a boyfriend, I'll wait.
When he was in Singapore, we would Skype for 6 hours at a time. And I think you even put me on a Skype call with your parents. You looped them into the call, and I hung up. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, it was funny now looking back on it.
Tell them about how the time changed, and we would
so basically he was in Singapore for a month and a half, and I would stay up because of the time difference. I would stay up until 5 or 6 a.m. in my time in Ontario.
Yeah, I think Singapore to Ontario was literally a 12-hour difference between here and
then I would get 4 hours of sleep and then wake up so I could talk to him again, and you'd be doing the same. We just wanted to talk to each other all the time. And when he was coming back to Canada, I basically said, okay, I'm ready now to go out on a date. I'm ready. So your contract ended early, And he came home, and I was so excited. And we went on our very first date the day after you got back.
Well, I'll explain that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, while I was in Singapore, first of all, I'd made a bunch of friends. And I had one very good friend named Sammy that I spoke with a lot. She had her boyfriend there in Singapore, and they were very close, very loyal, like a very good couple. So I felt like very strongly I could talk to her about Haley and I, and she would kind of give me like big sister advice. It was really nice. And I remember one day we were hanging out. It was pouring rain. We were just sitting under a balcony, and I told Sammy that, this was my wife.
It was destiny.
That was it. Like, I knew, like I said, right from that very first line she sent me, this was the woman that I was going to marry.
It took me a little bit longer, but I got there.
When my contract ended and I was leaving Singapore, I was leaving early Monday, like maybe 2 or 3 a.m. Monday morning. So that equivalent would have been Sunday afternoon in Ontario. So if you can imagine Ontario time, I was leaving Sunday afternoon and I arrived back Tuesday at 10 p.m.
And he gave me the number of his flight, so I was tracking him.
I left, like the equivalent, from Sunday afternoon, got home Tuesday night at 10 p.m. I didn't sleep at all on the flight. It ended up being 4 hours from Singapore to Tokyo. A massive layover there. I think it was like 3 or 4 hours there. Then a big flight. It was a 16-and-a-half-hour flight from Tokyo to Atlanta. And then I had about 2-hour wait over there. And then from Atlanta to Ontario was about an hour and a half. So I was wide awake. I can't sleep sitting up. And obviously, too, when you're waiting for the layover, you don't want to fall asleep, and you're kind of like, you've got a bit of adrenaline to like make sure everything, goes right. I didn't sleep at all until I got home at 10 p.m. on Tuesday. Like I said, I walk in my apartment, and then from there, it's like, I've been up all that time. I've been walking around, carrying my luggage, doing everything I need to do. So when I got home to the apartment, like, I was still kind of awake because I had all that stuff to take care of. So I didn't sleep very well that day. And so I had gotten home Tuesday, and the Wednesday is when
Wednesday morning we went on our first date. It was August 2017, and we did a very Canadian date. We went to Tim Hortons.
Classic.
And then we went grocery shopping since he had been away for, a month and a half. And we went grocery shopping and went back to his apartment. And I met his roommate and her dog. And we just had a really great day of just getting to know each other and talking. And then Grant, since he was so jet-lagged at the very end of the date, as we were just chatting, he fell asleep. He actually fell asleep. And so I just kind of like sat there on the floor. I didn't even, I sat on the floor on my phone, just kind of like chilling, making sure you're okay, just let you sleep. And then I left.
I felt so bad, not even so much that, I'd fallen asleep on our first date. But prior to that, Haley had told me how much she loved sunsets. So I found out what time the sunset was. I set an alarm for it. And then I was going to, when the alarm went off, bring Haley out to the balcony and show her the sunset. Kind of wrap up the date that way. And I fell asleep and missed it. So I wasn't able to show her that sunset and that grand romantic gesture. So
That's okay. We've seen a lot of sunsets now.
yes, we have.
So that's the story of how we met. And I always find it kind of funny that we knew each other for almost an entire year, just like online, before we ever met in person. So I don't know, it's kind of an interesting story, and it's kind of funny that I knew you a whole year before even we met online. I knew who you were because I almost hired you. But that's how we met. And we've been together obviously ever since. I think if you want to hear some more Haley and Grant relationship stories, we're really open books. If you want relationship advice, anything like that, just more kind of like couple kind of videos, let us know. Leave it in the comments below, and we can definitely do that for you.
Thank you so much for joining us today, everybody.
Thank you.
We hope this story was a lot of fun for you. Got to know us a little bit better. We hope you got relaxed.
Yes.
I hope that